Hi guys, I'm Dave in Real Life Movies and welcome to this very special video due to the fact that I'm just over the moon that this is about to happen. I can't even believe this is happening. News filtered through last night that Paramount have bought the rights to Nightmare on Elm Street. They have bought the rights directly from the Wes Craven estate, which is absolutely brilliant news. I mean, obviously we saw the car crash of 2010. The Michael Bay mess of a Nightmare on Elm Street movie with Jackie Earle Haley. Don't get me wrong, I love Jackie Earle Haley. I thought he did a fantastic job, but the script was terrible. The CGI was terrible. And the fact that we just basically got a carbon copy of the original movie, which you might as well have just watched the 1984 original and not even bothered with this remake, this reboot, so to say. In fact, it turned a lot of people off making Nightmare on Elm Street, and that's why it's taken so long, from 2010 till 2026. Nobody was touching that with a 10-foot barge pole, which is just a shame because obviously we've got the reboot of Friday the 13th. We've rebooted the Evil Dead franchise, which obviously is like into its third or fourth movie right now with Evil Dead Burns. I mean, we need to do this with Nightmare on Elm Street. The fact that nobody's touched this project since 2010 it's mind-blowing because I feel like we do need a rebirth of Nightmare on Elm Street. The Freddy Krueger character, for me, is such an iconic character and probably one of the scariest horror icons ever created. Lots of talk, of course, of where they're going to go with this movie. It's going to be set inside of the Elm Street universe, so it might not be the direct story. I mean, yes, they could have Nancy Thompson, but it doesn't necessarily have to revolve around Nancy Thompson. Obviously, she could play a major factor in the story. Obviously, Freddy Krueger himself. Maybe they don't use Freddy as the Freddy we know. They could do an origin story first, which we have seen play out on YouTube. There's been the origin story of Freddy Krueger. Maybe we just have that build up and see how he gets convicted or at least burnt to death like we know and love him. Maybe that's what we need. We need that kind of backstory leading up to why he's killing kids in their sleeps. Why is he attacking them in their nightmares? I don't think they had that cleared up in the original movie for me. Yes, he was killing kids. Why was he killing kids? And then why is he still killing kids in the nightmares? Why is he continue to do the thing that they stopped him doing in the first place? What's the... It makes no sense, because to get revenge, he'd go after the parents what bloody burnt him alive, right? So, yeah, that's where it always was a little bit of sticky wicket for me. Why go after the kids when he was already killing the kids? It's the reason why he got burnt in the first place. Yeah, it was a big, massive plot hole. And I hope that with the reimagination or the reimaginary, the script, the new script, they kind of sort them little plot holes out. And yeah, do something imaginative with it. Do something different. I don't want a female Freddy. I don't want Frederica Krueger. I don't want a female Freddy. Let's not do that. Let's side that away, because a lot of things what are in this world have to be female. Oh, let's not do that, because I don't want sexualized Freddy. That is the last thing we want, right? A female what's sexualizing. No, it's too creepy. I want a decent horror character here. I like the aesthetic of the hit clown, obviously Pennywise, Hart the Clown, of course, from the Terrifier franchise. Seeing them guys doing what they're doing just makes my mouth water on what they could do with Freddy Krueger in this day and age. Obviously, we've got to modernize the Elm Street universe over Ohio Springwood. We've got to up the ante. Let's get the internet involved. They kind of did that in 2010 remake, but I feel like we could do a hell of a lot more with that. Yeah, just playing around with the internet, the woke generation, just hitting all the tropes of now, the paranoia, the misgender. So maybe Freddy could flick from male to female depending on who is attacking. I kind of like a fluid Freddy, where he's not so much the horror icon, that he's like the fear itself. So once somebody's scared of heights, he could be what's manifest the heights and be at the top and be like, I'm going to push you, sort of thing. Or if you're scared of chickens, he'd be he wouldn't necessarily be the chickens, but a Freddy Krueger chicken. I don't know. That could probably work. But anyway, I'm just so excited about this news of the new Nightmare on Elm Street and what the Paramount could do with this. Paramount own the rights to the American licensing, so it's still owned by New Line for the international, the worldwide release. So not quite know how that's going to kind of play out. So that's going to be interesting to see how we manifest that going forward. But, you know, the fact that we've got Paramount with a contract with the estate saying yes to a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie is just, oh, mate, I cannot wait. It looks like it's going to be 2028 when this movie could be released. So we're looking at least 2 years. It depends on how quick they can get a script together, who's going to be writing the script, who's going to be the director of this movie, who's going to play Freddy Krueger. I mean, lots of names. The guy who plays Pennywise. There's the guy who plays Hart the Clown. There's Jim Carrey's been mentioned. Kevin Bacon has been mentioned. There's loads of different people. What of names have come out of the woodwork, so to say. I think it should go to a complete unknown, probably a theatre actor, somebody who's known on the West End or Broadway, not necessarily in movies. I mean, I feel like it needs to go to a complete unknown and let them live the character, pretty much like Robert Englund did when he got the role in 1984. Let's let that character have its own identity. Let's not be able to go, well, that person's from that movie, that person did that. Jim Carrey would be too much of that, I think. You'd be too busy going, well, that's a bit of Mask. There's a bit of the Riddler from Batman and Robin, Batman Forever. Do you know what I mean? You'd be picking. And it's just, I think the Jackie Earle Haley, Freddy Krueger was very much like Rorschach from The Watchmen. In fact, it's very same voice, to be honest, and that was very, very distracting. But I digress. Honestly, this news of a new Nightmare on Elm Street project going underway is absolutely, mate, I am one happy Dave in Real Life Movies right now, because I cannot wait to see what they produce with this new Nightmare on Elm Street movie. We are definitely going to be having a look at the other Nightmare on Elm Street movies on this channel going forward. Obviously, we're going to be getting into Halloween, that kind of period. So we're going to bombard you with Nightmare on Elm Street stuff. Going to reviews for all the movies, rankings. Oh, yes, there's going to be quite a lot on this channel. And any more news of this, Paramount owning the rights to Nightmare on Elm Street, I will certainly keep you informed of anything what comes out of this news. I mean, it's only been over the last 24 hours. I'm sure we'll be getting more information in the up and coming weeks, months. Literally, what am I looking for? Scripts. People what could play Freddy, it's all going to start happening. We're going to hear little rumours and stuff like that going off. So yeah, very interesting times. Let me know what you think about Paramount owning the rights to Nightmare on Elm Street. What would you do? How would you bring Freddy back to life? And who would you have play the iconic Freddy Krueger character? Let me know in the comment section below what you think of this fantastic news. I am so excited. I probably fluffed my lines throughout this video, but I don't really care because I'm just passionate about Nightmare on Elm Street. And remember, don't dream and drive. Don't dream and stream. And welcome to Primetime, bitches. And I will see you in the next one. I've been Dave in Real Life Movies. You guys have been awesome. And never sleep again. Bye for now.